Another day, another bad financial decision. Behind me is my 2002 Camaro Z28. I know I'd be saying SS, but it's really a Z28. I don't know why I say SS. I guess it rolls off the tongue a little bit better. But in front of me, y'all can't see this. I have some new safety equipment. And before I show it to you, I'm just going to explain why I got this. I don't think I really need it at this point, but I feel like you can never have too much safety gear in your car. That's just my opinion. I mean, I just feel like you never can be too safe. I went to the Hunter last weekend, and I hadn't been in the Hunter in like 4 years. And the last time I went out there, I was running all motor. So, I mean, the car wasn't running, but it's 7.0. Now the car makes a little bit more power. Well, probably double the horsepower that it made back in the day. Took it to the Hunter. Everything was going good. I got to the top of the track. I held it out a little bit too long. I'm going to insert the clip, but I don't have the full clip, but I insert the pass. Whenever I made my pass, before I knew it, I was already past the strike. I held it out too long and I locked the brakes up, and it scared me. So I told myself right then and there, I'm going to do something about it. And right here, this is going to be the fix. All right, first we're going to start off with this lovely Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew, if y'all see my video, please sponsor me. All right, so right here, I went on Motion Raceworks and I ordered me a parachute kit. And this is strictly for the Hunter and the Hunter only. I don't feel like I really need this kit for any other track, because every other track I've been to, they have plenty enough shutdown. I'm not saying I can't stop this car, but it wouldn't hurt. All right, so it's 10 o'clock at night. We're supposed to be going to Coastal Plains tomorrow. I want to get my parachute mount at least mounted on the car. I know that with the parachute itself, I have to make holes in the back here. It's got a backing plate. I'm gonna have to unpack the chute and repack the chute before I leave tomorrow. I don't think I can run the chute while the car is actually in the trailer, because it's so tight in there. I got my golf cart in the front and I got the car directly behind it. It's only a 24 foot. Really, the golf cart and the car ain't supposed to fit in there, but I made it work. I manipulated it just enough. Long story short, I think I'm gonna have to take the parachute off each time I go to the track if it's inside the enclosed trailer. I think this parachute install is gonna be very, very simple. So I don't have a crash bar in my car, but most of the time, well, usually whenever you mount your parachutes, you're supposed to take the rear bumper off and take the crash support out. You usually have a crash support up in here, but I don't have one. So I can just slide my mount right underneath the bottom of the bumper. And then all I got to do is cut me a half circle right here in the center. And then I got to figure out how I'm going to run my cable. But I'm going to show y'all all that in this video. I'm going to try to make this video pretty short and sweet. I don't really want to drag this video out because, again, like I said, I want to go out to the track tomorrow, Coastal Plains. So I'll be leaving out early in the morning, probably about 8 o'clock, because it's about a 2-hour ride for me. So I want to get this parachute kit knocked out. I'm going to go ahead on and install the bar. It's very self-explanatory. This is your hardware kit. It's got 4 bolts on each side. You're going to mount the 4 bolts, bolt them in. I'm going to add Loctite. I don't know what it is with me and Loctite. Loctite is my best friend. I use Loctite on everything. Even though this is lock washers, it won't hurt. I think I'm gonna turn the car around so I can see a little bit better. Got the mount on there. I honestly must say that it will be a whole lot easier if you do take the bumper off, especially if you have your transmission cooler in the back. I had to take the transmission cooler off. I did more work messing with this transmission cooler than I would have if I would have just taken the bumper off. But I'm about to have my fiance to come out here in a second. She's going to help me unpack this parachute. Like I said, you got to unpack the chute just so you can drill your holes out on your mounting plate, because there's a metal plate in here. And then you can mount it onto the car. Then we got to repack the chute. Then I just got to run my cable, and then I'm going to mount my handle. So for my handle, I went ahead and ordered this roll cage mount. And I'm going to cut this handle down some, which I'm going to show you on the video. And then I'm going to mount this handle at the top of the car. That way it's easy to access when I'm going on the track. I can just swap my hand and pull the parachute whenever I need to. And you also need this cable saver right here, the end cap. I don't know why they don't come on the cables, but it is what it is. This is definitely a necessity. If not, you'll have to worry about these ends here fraying on you. The remove before flight tag, I may or may not use this one. I have a better quality one that I might use. This bracket here is for the cable. It actually mounts beside the parachute, like right here. And then you stick your cable in here on this end, and it holds it in place. That way, whenever you pull the chute, your cable don't just be flopping all over the place. Whenever you get ready to put your hole in your bag, instead of drilling your hole with a drill bit, what you need to do is you need to take the end of a drill bit and heat it up, and then just melt the bag. Because if you drill into the bag, it's going to cause it to fray real bad, and over time it'll start tearing up. So that's what I'm about to do right here. I'm just going to heat this drill bit up a little bit, and I'm going to poke it through. Watch this. Show y'all how I do this. See, it makes the perfect hole. Crap stinks, don't it? See, it makes the perfect hole in your bag, and you ain't gotta worry about it fraying or anything. It's perfect. And that's it. Am I dirty, guys? It is what it is. This is what happens when you go to work. I've been out here on this dirty floor. I'm telling y'all, hey, don't listen to me. Make sure y'all take that bumper off, because if you try to do it with the bumper on, you're gonna be dirty like me. Unless you got a lift, it'll be a little bit easier. Right here where I drew this line, right here, I'm going to shave all this off because I don't need any of this, and it'll look a whole lot better. And I'm going to eventually paint this top piece here black, and then I'm gonna leave this right here the machine finish look, because it looks clean. I like the way it looks. I already got me a mounting location inside the car, so like I said, I'm just gonna cut this off. Y'all know how to use a grinder, so I don't have to record this part. All right, got my cable installed. I temporarily got my handle up there. I'm gonna make this look a little bit better. These big washers are the only thing I got right now, but I'm gonna get some better looking hardware. I'll probably do like a carriage bolt. Then put the nut on the other side. It'll look a little bit better, but this is the handle. Just reach up here. It's out the way. It's not in the way of the passenger. It's not in the way of the driver. It's good. So now I'm gonna open this all the way up. I'm gonna go back here, take my grinder, and cut some of this cable end off. So all this extra cable that's sticking out, I need to cut it down some. And then I'm gonna feed into my parachute. Really, I got the parachute strapped in incorrectly, really. Really, you want the flap, like the last piece, to come through on the same side of your cable. So you'll want this flap on this side versus this, because, I mean, it can easily pull out.
That's what she said.
For demonstration purposes only, I'm going to just cut this cable down, and I'm going to stick it in here. And then tomorrow, whenever I'm going to get to the track, I guess I have Matt to help me repack the chute, because it looked like crap. And I don't know if it's going to deploy or not the way I got it mounted, but that's the way it looks. That's what it's looking so far. This is the finished product. Show y'all how I got my cable ran. Basically, I got my cable tucked behind all these panels here. Got it running through here. Got it zip tied up to the cage. Nice and tight up there. I got my little lever right there. Looks pretty clean, if you ask me. Can you see it through the front? Not really. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. I think we're ready. Ready to go. I don't know if Jesus himself prepped that track, but it is working. Man, when I let that button go, that thing started lifting up, but it was going up real smooth again, like always, but it just kept climbing. I was gonna try to ride it out, but I couldn't no longer see my position on the track, so I decided to just let out.